Hi guys, Rose here with the Cackling Moon, and this is a client reading. Today's reading is called the Cat's Paw Print Reading, or my Luna's Paw Print Reading. I'm going to be using two decks today, the Pagan Tarot and the Cat's Oracle cards. So this reading was inspired by my cat Luna, and it's a 5-card spread. I will be pulling one card from the Cat's Oracle deck to kind of give the energy of the reading, and then I will be pulling 4 cards from the Pagan Cat's Tarot to kind of give some ideas of what's going on with your current energy. The question that you asked for your reading was just a general update on what's going on in life. So like a general reading, I suppose. So let's start with the Oracle card. And then I'm just going to shuffle the tarot real fast. So this spread I personally created. And it had the idea of just finding out the energy, your power, your strength. One of those like motivational readings, I suppose. Okay. So the energy right now, you received the Siberian Adventure. So your energy right now is adventurous or looking or seeking for adventure. Fun, really good vibes right now going with you. Adventurous vibes, so the need to explore, wanting some change, wanting, some exciting things happening to take place. Really good vibes coming through. It's green, so I think of green as abundance. There might be a lot of abundant things happening and taking place right now in your life, and you just feel really like energetic and adventurous. You just want to go out and see what else, the world can throw at you. The first card is your challenge right now. You got the 7 of Swords. So their challenge coming through is there's a lot going on around you. This cat is surrounded by the little mice, and I feel like he doesn't even know what to do with himself. So for you, there might be some clutter. There might be some clutter taking place around you, and you don't really know what to do with it right now. The adventurous part of you to be mixed with the clutter as a challenge, that might be keeping you from actually going off and doing things that you really want to do. You might have some plans that you wanted to have, or things like that, but there's clutter of perhaps bills keeping you from taking the vacation you want to take, or going on that adventure, or spending money on that one thing you really want. There's bills, there's responsibility. I just feel like the clutter of it all is responsibilities, the adulting of life that is not allowing you to be the child. Where you were headed, you received the 3 of Swords. Be careful with where you're headed. Be careful with the directions and the decisions that you are going to be making in the next, couple months in the near future. It doesn't mean breakup, but it can indicate, negative things like that with the relationship. Be careful. With the 7 of Swords is the challenge, and then to get the 3 of Swords, be very careful and be very sure that you are being truthful, and that the significant other, if there is a significant other with you right now, is being truthful with you, especially with this adventurous card. Perhaps has been talk about taking the relationship to the next level, the next plans with the relationship, and that one of you might want something more than the other. Make sure you guys are connected. If you are still, and if you are still in the relationship, it's hard for me to remember the details of certain clients because I read for so many of you guys. But I feel like for you, it's just make sure there's honesty. Make sure you guys are both being open with one another. Um, and with the clutter, make sure you guys are spending time together. If you are in a relationship, make sure you are spending time with that significant other so that you can, make sure you guys are reuniting and opening up. And invite them in your adventure. Invite them in these ideas and these plans and these new, these things you want to do. Make sure you guys are including one another. Um, to not have this heartache or betrayal feeling, the sad days, the gloomy days. You want support. You want to be support for one another. If you are single, for this card to come up, this could be indicative of some gloomy days, things coming up in the future that might have you get you feeling down. So just be careful, be wary of that. But like I said, sometimes it's hard to we can't prevent our emotions from completely, things taking place to catch our emotions on a bad day. I don't know how to voice it. Like I have it in my, like I know what I want to say, but it's not coming out, which makes me feel like maybe there's a lack of communication with you and someone else in your life, because I'm not able to get the words out. So I feel like maybe I'm tapping into that energy with you where you might want to say something to someone, or there's something you want to get out, but you don't know how to say it, that kind of a thing. You don't have the words to express that sort of thing. So that could be something coming up too. Lot of different vibes coming through right now. Something that you need to know. Let's see what you need to know. You got the Fool. So that matched with your adventure card. You need new change. You need new things to happen. Excitement. New goals. New purposes. I think that if you are in a relationship, because I do think that this is hovering around the relationship right now, it needs pizzazz. It needs to reignite that flame. Do things to make your guys' connection stronger. So something you need to know: adventure, going on a vacation, going someplace new, something that's going to tie into making you guys feel like you're on a vacation, you're going on that adventure. This whole thing like surrounds adventure, or the need to get away from, like I said, the stresses, the bills, paying the rent, blah 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 blah, like that sort of thing, the boring adulting stuff that we all have to do because we have to be responsible. But we also want fun. So to prevent maybe some heartache or some arguments, the disconnection between you and your loved one, if you've been feeling it, be open and honest with them, but also include them, and plan a little vacation for the two of you. If you are single, this is your own personal need to kind of be a little bit more spontaneous and put yourself out there a little bit more. Take on risks, take on opportunities of going somewhere, go on that adventure. And then a secret strength. You receive the Queen of Wands. You have the strength of creation. The strength of creation, the strength of being a very creative person. People probably look up to you as that creative person. People look up to you as inspiration. You have a lot of, I just feel like you have like a lot of, I don't want to say fans, but there's a lot of people that really favor you, and a lot of people that look to you for inspiration. Use that to your advantage. When you're making your decisions and your choices in your life, make sure that you are doing it thinking and keeping in mind people who are observing you. That kind of helps you to make good decisions and positive decisions. But also I just see like the whole garden of sunflowers. Sunflowers make me feel happy. They are my happy flowers. They are my favorite flower. So I feel like for you have the potential to bloom. You have the potential to create beautiful things around you, make happiness happen around you. So if you feel like there is the potential for this doom gloom, because this card it really doesn't fit the rest of the reading. But to prevent this from happening, I feel like you do need to add more adventure into your life. And if you are in a relationship, this is spicing it up and doing something to add an adventure with you guys, to prevent this. Okay. I'm sorry if it's a bit vague. I like to kind of voice everything that's popping up in my head. And then I have to give the perspective of two sides because I don't know the complete details of your situation or of your life. So I don't want to just pinpoint relationship if you're not in the relationship, just in case. I want to give like both sides, both possibilities. So I hope that this reading made sense to you. I hope it helped you. If you have any questions, you have my email, reach out to me. Thank you so much for purchasing this reading with me. And if anybody who is still watching, if you're interested, the link to my shop is in the description box. And I will see you guys later. And I wish you a beautiful rest of the week. Bye, guys.